Hey everyone, how's it going? I hope you're doing well and welcome back to my new video on Resto Sham in the DragonFlight beta. Firstly, thanks to everyone who's subbed, commented and liked so far on the videos. I do really appreciate it. As always, if you have any suggestions, tips and tricks and stuff like that, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'm always willing to learn and improve. But today, I just kind of wanted to show you a few clips from Mythic Plus 15s, one from Halls of Valor and one from Algethar's Palace, just to showcase really how Resto Sham is dealing with tough moments, how it's handling particular situations where you are required to do a lot of AoE healing and things like this. So there's a couple of boss clips and a trash pack clip that I wanted to show you because I think it highlights it well. It's probably worth mentioning as well, I'm not necessarily going to dive into a load of detail about what I'm doing unless people specifically want that information. And this is really just a good overview, I think, on how Resto Sham feels when it comes to mass AoE healing. So talent build wise, I'm running a pretty similar build to before. I did mention it in a Resto Sham thoughts video I did, and if you want more detail on the general build, I'll link it in the description. But yeah, the big difference being I'm running High Tide. So I took points out of improved Earth Living weapon to run High Tide, but still keep 1 point in Earth Living to keep it as passive healing, which it makes about 4% of my overall healing at the end of a dungeon, which isn't too bad. Yeah, but picking up High Tide, I think, made the biggest difference. It procs often. If you proc it and push it into a Cloudburst totem, it can be massive AoE healing when you need it the most. If you use Nature's Swiftness with a High Tide proc chain heal, it can make a massive heal for the group when you need it. I was concerned about mana, to be honest, casting chain heal that much, but I didn't really feel it was too big a deal. I'm not even playing Water Shield or anything like that, just Mana Spring Totem. And I didn't find that mana was something that I was getting frustrated with. I did drink a couple of times in between packs, but honestly, it wasn't really a problem. So this is a boss fight in Halls of Valor. There's a couple of reasons why I put this in there. One is to showcase, how good Resto Sham AoE healing is. You'll see these mechanics where I have to do a lot of AoE healing. The details HPS meter's bugged. I think it's not showing the true value, but there's certainly cooldowns in our toolkit to be able to deal with this, like Link. You've got Healing Tide Totem, you've got Ascendance when you need it as well, and you'll see we utilize that well, which leads on to the other good point, is that there's another side to this boss where the mechanics are slightly more annoying. There's a move with a big hitbox and things like that. It means that the uptime on the boss for the DPS tends to get affected to deal with that mechanic. So the more of this mechanic you can deal with, the first mechanic, the more uptime the DPS will have on the boss. You'll kill the boss quicker. So having a healer that can manage that, I think, is a really good, thing to have, and it puts Resto Sham in a good spot to be able to deal with it. So the next clip is of Fenryr, another boss in Halls of Valor. So this is a 2-stage fight. So you need to manage your cooldowns well over the 2 sort of stages of it. But also you have to keep a solid HPS up. I was doing about 30k HPS here the whole fight. because there's bleed damage and then there's impact damage as well. So, you know, there's that rot damage you have to heal, keep everybody high on so that when the impact comes, it doesn't kill them. I think Resto Sham was pretty good at handling this as well over both stages of the fight. So then we jump over to Algethar's Academy and take on Vexamus. We took him on third because you can change the order of how you do the bosses in this dungeon, but a lot of healing needed in this fight, again, situationally. So everyone will take a debuff that you have to heal through. They'll take more damage, etc., etc. So you have to be ready for a big impact that you have to heal back pretty quickly. You need to keep people as high as possible for those impacts as well. And then you throw in that there's a bit of movement that you have to deal with. So useful to have Spirit Walker's Grace with the shorter cooldown, I think, on this boss. But yeah, I think Resto Sham again is in a good position to be able to heal this kind of damage. And then the last clip is the last boss in Algethar's Academy. I think if you've seen any clips of this or you've played beta, you'll know how spicy this fight gets, certainly towards the second half of the boss's HP. A lot of stuff on the ground, a lot of animations. If you get the thundering affix overlaid on this, it can be utter chaos. So, you know, things like Cloudburst, Healing Tide, I think are really good solutions to these problems. You also have to cast a lot and move and, you know, keep people alive when they have debuffs and they're moving all around the map, things like this. But yeah, we just about got it done and we timed the key. So it was good going all round. So thanks, guys, for watching. I hope this was somewhat useful to showcasing how Resto Sham deals with the tougher moments in the higher Mythic Plus keys. But as always, if you have any good ideas or suggestions, tips and tricks, feel free to let me know in the comments. Otherwise, yeah, take care, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.